All right, Kapil. So what are we going to talk today?
Yeah, our today agenda is to cover the DMA and DMS.
Okay, sure.
So first we will try to complete the DMA. If it's complete within a short time, then we will cover the DMS. Otherwise, we'll close on the DMA part.
All right. Okay.
So DMA stands for Data Migration Assistance.
Hmm.
So it is used to migrate the data from the on-premises to Azure or from Azure to Azure. So what is the meaning of Azure to Azure? Uh, Platform as a service have a two type of flavors, Azure SQL DB and Azure MI. So Azure to Azure means from Azure SQL DB to Azure MI instance. The meaning of DMA is this. So uh, first of all, we need on-premises environment. So if we have a SQL Server installed in our system, so that one we can use as a on-premises environment. Otherwise, we can build VM on the Azure, and that one we can treat as a on-premises environment.
Okay. So basically, we need to create a VM on Azure and install SQL into the server. Correct?
Yeah, enter the SQL Server with latest SSMS. However, we can proceed without latest SSMS for the DMA utility because we are not using any feature of SSMS for migration related stuff right now. We'll use
Okay.
later. In that case, we will use the latest SSMS. So
Understood.
let us build the VM with the SSMS.
Okay. So we'll just assume this is the on-premises server. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I will first create a virtual machine. What should be the resource group name? Can I say DMARG for now?
Yes, yes.
And this is a DMA VM, or it's a SQL Server, I would say. Okay.
Yeah, SQL Server.
Okay. So I'm going to choose East US location.
Yeah.
This is
Yes,
availability
simple
zones are not
VM.
required. Shall I go with the plain Windows server or should I choose the SQL Server image directly?
Uh, Use SQL Server image directly because if we will go with the plain VM, then later on we need to download the SQL Server and then SSMS.
Okay. So which version I should choose?
SQL
SQL Server
2016.
16?
However, anyone we can use it, but try to use the SQL 2016 onwards.
Okay, sure. So here you have SQL Server 2016 on SP2 on
Yes, yes,
2016. This should be fine,
it,
right?
it would be fine.
Okay, here we have multiple sub flavors, enterprise version, express on Windows Server. Which one I should select here for our lab?
Developer, you can use it because developer behave as like a enterprise edition. So first use the developer.
Okay, free license. Okay, got it.
Hmm.
Got it. So the VM size should be fine, right? 12 vCPUs and
Yes, yes.
40
Or
GB
we,
of
or
RAM.
we can or we can keep it lesser. But as of now, we are doing the testing. It should be completed very fast manner. That's why we are using the 12 CPU and 48 GB memory. However, we can go with the 4 CPU with 8 GB memory as well.
Okay, I think this should be fine. We have enough resources for now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna choose premium SSD for now.
Standard.
Oh, you want me to go
Because,
with standard
yeah,
SSD or HDD?
yeah. Standard SSD.
Okay, great.
Because why we are not going with the premium part? Because here we are not going to perform any huge write operations.
Okay, got
We
it.
will just create a database. We'll put some in data, and then we'll try to migrate that one.
Okay, one of the question I keep on getting, like why SQL Server performance is always slow. Though it is not reading or writing much, I see most of them complaining it is very slow. Do I need to reserve any memory in the SQL data
Right.
SQL instance? Do I need to change anything like page file settings? Anything
Yeah.
else set? Okay.
The SQL Server performance related stuff, if you are talking about the memory capping,
Mm-hmm.
so in the on-premises environment, we can give the SQL memory capping,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but in the Azure, this facility is not available because memory part is totally managed by the Azure.
Okay.
Okay. So now if we talk about the performance stuff prior to installation of the SQL Server, suppose that when we open the SQL Server, when we try to install the SQL Server, or when we try to open the SSMS or install the SSMS, that is totally different part. This is not related with the memory stuff. This is either related with the VM resources, how much we have assigned, number one point. The number two point, the exe, uh, either it can be related with the SSMS or the SQL Server. When we expand it, when we double click it, so internally it expand into MSP files. So depends upon how much size of the extracted file. Suppose that the SQL 2012 size is 2 GB or 3 GB, but after extraction of the exe file. But when you expand the SQL 2000 exe, the size would be 4 GB. So
Okay.
it depends upon the extracted size of the data.
Okay. Got it.
Because performance comes when SQL Server installed, then how it behave. Prior to installation of the SQL Server, thing is totally different. Two major thing: the VM, I mean the box capacity, how much it has, and then SQL Server can use it, because during the installation it will require the things. If we
Okay.
talk about the paging part, if we talk about the paging part, that is also required to boost up the performance prior to start the installation. Okay, that can also be do in the real environment. But if we will not do, that also matter in the case of the testing. But usually you notice in the testing or in our the test environment also SQL Server takes a time during the installation.
Got it.
Yeah.
So this deployment takes some time. Do you suggest to go for any other step, or we will wait for the VM to be deployed, then we go for the next steps?
No, no, we will wait for the VM. Then
Okay.
after that, we will install the DMA tool inside it. Okay. Then, okay. In the meantime, do one thing. Minimize it and then create a one logical server, then create a database in it. So that because in the data migration tool, the database which we are going to migrate from the source to destination, so the database must be exist on the destination server.
Okay. So should I create a SQL pass instance now?
No, not I'm talking about the PaaS instance. We are talking about the PaaS SQL Azure DB server. So click open the SQL databases. Yeah, yeah, create database.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You can put your the same thing in a same resource group or the different resource group.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just considering that is on premises, right? So I'm just gonna create this is an Azure resource, right? um, SQL. Okay.
Yeah.
And the database name, let's give um,
DB,
documents.
yeah, document, no issue.
Yeah. And I need to create a SQL server for this.
Yes. That's it. Remaining thing will Azure automatically provide.
Hmm. Okay, this is the server name, and it will be in east to west location, and I'm going to use the SQL Server Authentication. Okay,
Yes,
and for this I'm going to provide the credentials. I think your last video talks about this, all these properties.
yes, yes.
We discussed in detail about these properties. Okay,
Yeah,
great. Um, okay, so we don't need any elastic pool for now, and it should be development.
yeah. Development and then
And
put
we'll
the
go with
size of the database.
this should be vCore based and general
Uh,
purpose.
yeah.
Max core should be how many cores will take?
Initially, you can take the 2 week or
Two vCore. Okay. Mm.
and yeah, minimum maybe because if we are going for the week or part, then it is asking for the minimum and maximum.
No, I think I should change to provision. I'm choosing serverless. Okay. Now it should be good. Yeah, you can see, right? If you go with the serverless, automatically it increase or decrease. So
Right.
we need to go with the provision base. I'm choosing two vCores and 32 GB of memory. I think that should be fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. So in one more thing, uh, the same thing is applicable for all the things. The DB size, the database size or the size of the VM in both cases, if we want to increase more than sometimes we respectively we want to increase the vCore as well
Mhm.
because the number of the vCore is limited according to the size.
Correct. It's 128 based on this maximum.
Right,
You can go up to 128 if I drag it to the right side. So, but we are going to utilize only two vCores for now.
right.
Okay. Apply the settings. LRS should be fine. Local redundant backup storage should be fine for us. And yeah,
No need
so
to change anything here because
okay.
we are using the logical server to connect with from your environment.
Okay. So the security and everything is as usual. I'm not going to modify anything. Going to create instance.
Yeah. Here you can see the costing per month 16,355. Why it is too much high? Because we have used vCore. In case if we use the DTU, then cost would be less. But in a testing point of view, we can go for the TTU. But in real scenario, we use the vCore part.
Okay. What I mean, like, what is the major difference? Like, if I need to take a decision, should I go with the vCore based or DTU based? How do I take a decision? What factors I should consider?
Yeah, basically DTU stand for the data transaction unit. So in a simple language, DTU means one DTU means one transaction. If in case our 10 transactions are running, that means it will require the 10 DTU. Somehow 20 transactions are coming on the SQL server. So 10 transactions, the remaining 10 transactions will be in a queue and then 10 will start the execution on the SQL server.
Okay,
Okay. So the other thing, how the vCore behave? vCore is behave as like a on-premises environment. Such as on the on-premises environment, we enhance the CPU, memory, these
correct.
type of the things when we build the SQL Server. But when we create the database or VM or manage instance anything and go for the vCore mechanism, that means it is like that the CPU memory combination. You notice when we assign the vCore, it never asks how much memory you want to give. It asks only the number of the vCore. That means it is the combination of the IO, CPU, and memory. We can't decide how many transactions will execute under the one vCore. It will execute as per their capacity, but DTU is strictly restricted for one DTU equal to one transaction.
Understand. Thank you, Kapil. So I think both of them are ready now. So we have a SQL Server and SQL Pass instance available. I'm gonna say this is SQL on premises, okay? And SQL Azure also available. So what is next?
Yeah, okay. Now connect the VM which we have built.
Okay, I need to take RDP to the server.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use public IP to connect. Okay, I'm inside the server on RDP.
Yeah, now download DMA tool.
Okay, I should download from this server itself.
Yes, because we can use the DMA tool from this server, or the another case is you have n number of the servers in your environment. Let us classify the servers in a production, development, and test environment.
Mm-hmm.
So, suppose that some companies follow the rule production servers cannot be connected from the development environment directly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they implemented some restrictions, or the test cannot be connected from the prod, but the prod but development and test can connect with each other
Okay,
because both fall under the non-prod category.
correct.
Now, to make a thing in a smarter way, what company follow, instead of login on each server,
Mm-hmm.
they use one jump box
Okay,
for each environment, prod, dev, and test. What is the benefit of the jump box? However, it varies from situation to situation, and every person has own experience how to use about the utility or uses of the jump box. But I'm telling you in case of the practical which we are going to do now.
okay,
Sometimes to perform any activity, we need bunch of the softwares.
correct.
So instead of installing, okay, beta. Instead of installing the list of softwares on each and every server will require the lots of license or space and then time consuming process.
Correct.
So on the jump box, we install the copy of that one. Whenever we will require the things, whatever the things we want to do, we will can log in on the jump box, open that software, connect the source, connect the destination, and do the work whatever we want. The only and only one challenge which we can face, the restrictions, firewall restrictions issue. Okay, only we need to work on that, but this is I'm talking about the real scenario.
Yep.
But here we have built the VM in our in Azure, and we have access, and then the Azure logical server also we have built, so such type of the things will not come.
Okay.
So download the DMA tool.
Okay.
Actually, the thing which I'm telling you, that these type of the problems I faced and then found the solutions.
Okay. So how do I download? Just searching here, Azure
Yes,
DMA
yeah, Azure DMA, and then from the Microsoft side, you can download.
5.7 is the latest version.
Yeah, latest version. Always try to use the latest one.
Okay.
So, however, sometimes we can use the earlier one. But why I should use to the earlier one? The thing is, the DMA version, DMA tool, the latest version requires the .NET framework utility also.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have a .NET framework 4.0 or 5, 4.0, 3.5 in our system, and we want to do the activity, and then we don't have the knowledge about the .NET framework for which how to install it. In that case, we can search the earlier one. But here we can install the latest one, and then when we will start to install it, it will ask us You need to install the .NET framework as well. You
Okay.
can you can start to install, then you will get a message.
Okay. Got it. This requires a .NET Framework 4.8. Please install and run the setup again.
Yeah, now download the .NET Framework 4.8.
Okay.
Why we got getting this message? Because we have built the operating system and SQL Server at our end, but in the real scenario, it is managed by the different technology, different team, and so they fulfill the requirements already prior to deliver the server.
Understood. Okay, I'm downloading it. Does it require any reboot?
Perhaps sometime.
Okay.
It will not take much time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sure.
so these are the things when we do the things practically or in the real scenario. So we face these type of the things.
Got it. Hmm. So I thought since it is a Windows Server 2016, it will have latest version of the .NET Framework.
Ideally,
Looks
it should.
like.
Yeah, ideally it should have. But the thing is, we have used the image from the marketplace, right?
Okay.
So the thing is how the image was created. Suppose that we will build our own VM with the SQL 2016 with SQL Server with the latest .NET framework, and we build our the image by using the sysprep process. In that case, whosoever will use that image will have automatically the .NET framework.
Your point is valid.
And the other thing, someone built someone built that image with the sysprep process with the latest .NET framework, and then as of now the current situation of the DMA is a 5.7. Okay,
Mhm.
after 1 year someone is using that image, but on that time the .NET frame that the DMA tool 6.5 version has come. So that framework will not work, and our image will also fail in that case. So not I'm talking about the image, the .NET work mechanism. So need to be installed as per the requirement.
Got it.
Let's wait for 2 minutes. So it would be completed. Then we'll start the DMA part.
Okay. Do we need to create any database while it is getting installed?
Yeah, yeah, on Azure server already we have created. 1 second, Kamal. Someone ring the bell.
Sure. Okay.
So 1 second.
Yeah, it's taking some time.
Yes. Because we need to create a database on the on-premises environment. Why? Because our source is on-premises environment, and what we want to migrate? We want to migrate the database. The database must be exist.
Yeah.
Now, what are the challenges can come?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, SQL Server Platform as a Service has some restrictions.
Okay.
In a on-premises environment, inside the SQL Server, we create some jobs to do the things in automatic manner, right? Such as to take the backups, to perform the maintenance on the database, some application related jobs, blah blah, such type of the things. This is the first type of the things.
Yeah.
The another thing in the SQL Server support both type of users, Windows user and then SQL user.
Correct.
In the another sense, you can say The Windows user is the AD user. Okay.
On-prem AD user.
Yeah. Okay. The link server concept, stored procedure, triggers, and this other thing is uh, some type of the queries with SQL Server. Uh, yeah, you can restart it. Some type of the queries with SQL Server support in on-premises environment, but doesn't support into the Azure SQL DB. So prior to some data type with support into the SQL Server in on-premises, but not support into the Azure Server. So when we start the migration, so it is a good practice prior to start the migration. Always we should assess the database, or we should generate the assessment report of that database.
Okay.
It will give us the related stuff which we need to be changed on the source server prior to migrate. If we will not go towards such changes, it will do the migration, but these features would be deprecated on the Azure. So suppose that we have a 5 backup related jobs on the on-premises server. Okay, so definitely it will not migrate on the Azure SQL on the platform as a service environment. So how we will fix it? The fixation of the solution is as Microsoft automatically manage the backup of the database, right? Because the platform as a service part, in the platform as a service part, the backup is automatically managed by the Microsoft for the 35 days. So in that case, no need to create a jobs.
Yeah.
You got my point? Okay.
Yes.
But someone is asking, no man, I want to create my job, some performance related stuff,
Mm-hmm.
some application related stuff that will do the things from here to there, something like that, blah blah, any related stuff. Yes, MS provide the solution. Azure, so not MS, the Azure. Azure is the branch of the MS. So Azure provide the solution of this thing. How? By using the elastic job feature.
Okay.
Okay, we can create by using the elastic jobs. So elastic jobs supported into the SQL Azure. Okay, now let's focus on the DMA part. So login on the server.
Yeah, I'm trying to log in. Yes, I'm inside the server now.
Yeah, okay.
I'll launch the DMA service. Try to install it.
No. No. First open the SQL server.
Okay. SSMS, right?
Yeah. Notice where the SSMS is coming 18.1. This is the this is not latest one. Recently, MS has launched the 18.2, but this is nearby the latest one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we have choose the SQL Server 2016.
16, correct. And one more thing I've noticed, whenever I open SSMS, it's taking a while to launch.
Yeah, it takes time.
Is it
Okay, so
expected? Okay.
yeah, Yeah, open Management Studio.
Yeah, it's still launching. Okay, I'm going to use Windows authentication for now. Yeah, it's connected.
Yeah, create database. In the under database, right click and create database.
Okay, new database.
Yeah, any database.
I'm saying students. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
and anything else I should add?
No, no, we can do it, but here we are
Okay,
going to see
yeah,
what
for now it's fine.
enable.
Okay, clicked OK.
Okay,
Now I'm in the database.
yeah, create table.
Okay,
Right,
right click
right,
and
new table.
new table. Okay,
Give any column name, roll number, and name.
okay, and it's an okay, and this is
Varchar.
oh, it should be varchar. Okay,
Yeah, Varchar 50 you can give.
okay, and
And
let's say
no, no, I want to put yeah, location also fine, no issue.
mm,
That's it. Save it. Save this.
1 second. It's wrong. Yeah, save here.
Save.
Okay, table name.
Yeah, yeah, T1. You can give the T1 name. T1
Oh, T1.
and EMP. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Now open the new query
new query. Somewhere it will. Yeah, here it is.
or control and you can press control and
Okay,
then okay. Use database. Your use database. Use students.
which one? You use.
Use space students.
Okay, okay.
F5.
F.
F no no press F5 or execute.
Oh, execute. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Now press enter and then now we want to insert the data inside it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So right here insert into T1. Oh, okay, do one thing. Then instead of writing the query, right click on your table name. Uh,
Okay.
then generate the script. Where is the yeah, script table as the fifth one option.
Mm-hmm.
Script table as
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
insert to, yeah, new query window.
Okay.
Okay, here you can remove the value column name and location. No, no, don't remove value. Just just the thing which mentioned between the value and go.
Value and go this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now start the bracket.
There's the error.
No, no, not error. No, this is not error.
Okay.
Uh,
I should
yeah,
start here.
yeah. No, start bracket.
Okay.
Start single quote.
Okay.
Type something.
Uh-huh.
Quotes close.
Mm-hmm.
Again comma.
Mm-hmm.
Quote start.
Mm-hmm.
Write something.
Okay. Value, some value. Okay.
Location you can type anyone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
NY
Mm-hmm.
NY India and something. Yeah. Quotes close. And then the last statement is go. You can write here 1,000. Just after go.
Mm-hmm. Space.
Why I am putting here 1,000? Because I want to insert the 1,000 reports.
Okay. Can say 1,000 right here.
Yeah,
Okay. Execute.
yeah, execute.
Oh, 1 second. Somewhere it went here.
So data insertion has been done.
Oh, great. It done. Okay.
Yeah. Now let us start the migration. Here,
So what we
the
have done basically, we created a database and the database has a table and table has some entries. Am I
right.
correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So here this is not a live environment. So hopefully we will not get any issue in the DMA assessment report.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it.
Okay. So okay, now if in case if we want to generate any issue, we can create our dummy scenario.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, let's go with the working scenario for now. Then
okay,
we'll see the problematic stuff and how we fix it.
okay, okay, got it. So let's start to implement the DMA. Okay,
Okay,
so open the DMA. You can
okay,
close the SQL Server now. No, it will not record now.
okay.
Okay, so open, open the DMA.
Hmm. One second. I'm going to launch this.
Hmm.
Okay, next. Accept the license. Wait, it's going further. Finish. Okay, so now it is here. Going to run as administrator. Okay,
Click
we are
on
in
new.
new
Yeah, or plus sign in the left side
plus.
plus.
Yeah, plus symbol.
Okay, here are the two types of the assessment and migration.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, let us generate the assessment
Okay,
in
assessment name
yes, any name.
DB Migration Project. Okay, this is a DB Migration project.
So what we
Assessment.
want to assess,
Mm-hmm.
database or integration service. So integration service is also the part of the SQL Server to automate the things, to develop the SQL Server packages,
Mm-hmm.
SSIS package like that.
Okay,
So here we are going to assess the database engine. Click on the database engine.
okay.
Source our SQL Server or Amazon. Okay, our
Mm,
SQL Server is source.
correct. What's the
And the
target?
yeah, target four type of the SQL Server flavor support infrastructure as a service. I mean the VM or the SQL database or managed instance or the on-premises. That means
Okay, these three things, SQL, Azure SQL database is a PaaS DB which we just created. SQL database managed instance is one of the other one. SQL Server on Azure VM is nothing but like, you have a VM inside,
yes, yes, yes.
you have a
And
SQL
the SQL
application.
Server yeah, and the fourth one is like the on-premises environment.
Okay, you have another on-premises SQL
Okay,
Server
this
you want
is
to migrate. Okay,
yes. Yeah. So here the one thing we should notice, we can also use the DMA to migrate the database from on-premises to on-premises.
that's right, correct. It's a really good
Okay.
tool. Mhm.
Yeah. So let us proceed with the Azure SQL DB. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to create an assessment now.
Okay. So check database compatibility and check features parity. Okay.
Okay,
Click
these
next.
are the two reports we are going to assess.
Mm.
Now it is asking for the server name.
Yeah. Yeah, initially I think it's ask, yeah, because the upper thing I can't show due to my screen crack. So, which is asking here, the source name or so? Yes, yes. Connect to the server, connect
Mm,
to the select source. So your source server name you should be put here.
correct, correct. I'm going to provide the name of the server.
Mm.
And should I say
Mm.
trust the certificate? I think we should, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We should
Yeah,
choose a
and I'm
trusted
gonna use
certification.
Windows authentication. Okay, I'm going to click on connect. Okay, it is asking for the server name and the database. I think I have student database. I'm going to choose that. Is that fine?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Otherwise, it will automatically pick. No issue.
Okay.
Click,
Yeah, I
click on
added
it.
them. Correct.
Start assessment.
Okay. Generally, how much time it takes to complete the assessment?
Not much time. Not much time.
Oh, it's done, I believe.
See here. See, see here. The what feature is not supporting. SQL database does not support
Support
the
trace
first feature.
flags. It's
Okay.
a
So that means
mm,
some trace flag, the trace flag 117 and then 1118 are not supported. Okay,
correct.
in the Azure.
Mm,
So that means that means when you I mean in the image which we have used, so some traces were enabled.
okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
so that's by saying it will not support it. So
Okay.
anyway, we can go without changing these things.
Okay, that's all right. This is the assessment, and I can export the assessment, save the
Yeah.
assessment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Click on the compatibility issue. No, cancel it. Click on the compatibility issues.
Hmm. Correct.
Here it shows the compatibilities. So what is the meaning of the compatibility issues? 130, 140, 150, 160. This is the database compatibility level. 150 means the SQL 2019. 160 means the more above SQL 2019. Seems like it is a SQL
2020.
2020 to
Hmm.
2022.
Correct.
Okay, and the 140 is a SQL 17, and then 130 is a SQL 16. So remember SQL Server, remember Microsoft always use the latest one SQL Server. So as of now, it's following the SQL 19, not 2022.
Okay. Got it.
So it will check the 150 up to last time, day before yesterday. I did one migration, and then I am able to see only 150.
Okay.
But now
Nice.
now it started to
160.
reflect the 160.
Got it.
Okay.
So it looks
So
like we are good
now,
with these results.
yeah, we can proceed.
Okay.
So, in case if you want to share that migration report to the customer, so we can save it and then we can attach to the mail by downloading and then we can share it. Otherwise, we can cancel it and we can start with the migration.
Okay. We can also upload this to Azure Migrate service. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm closing this for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just closed it. What else next?
Again,
Should
open
I
the
launch it
DMA.
again? Okay. I'm launching
Yeah.
it. I think this time it should not ask me for the server
Server.
connection. Yeah, server connection. Let's see.
Yeah, connection will ask you every time.
Every time. Okay. Again, it is asking for the plus new. Okay. This is going to be migration. All right.
Yes, yeah, click on migration.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. The interesting thing, click on the source server.
SQL Server
Remember,
migration is only.
source server is SQL.
Hmm.
Yeah, migration allowed from the SQL Server. But in the previous session in the theoretical discussion, I told you we have a one more facility TMS. That one we can use to migrate any flavor of the database to this
Okay,
Azure
like
SQL Server.
Oracle, any other databases. Okay, got
Mhm.
it.
Right,
Like
but here
Oracle to
only the one thing.
SQL Pass and MS SQL to MySQL to SQL Pass. That's what you were talking, right? Okay,
Right, right. And the target same, but all
SQL.
of them are flavor. All of them are related to the SQL Server.
Correct. And this one also we explained us last time in the last
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Schema and data both you want to migrate, then this is possible with the DMA.
Right. So we will proceed with the schema and data because schema data only. Three type of things are available in DMA.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
So schema with data we can go and then target four type of the SQL servers flavors and the source is only SQL Server. This is
Yes.
very most important noticeable thing in the DMA.
Okay.
Okay. So now create it.
Yeah.
Connect the
Okay.
source server.
I'm able to take this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get it.
Compatibility level 130.
130 means SQL 2016
16.
because
Got
you
it.
installed the schema. And then
Oh,
your database will run the 2019. And then if you think you want to migrate your database on the SQL 2017 in
mhm.
the Azure, it's not possible. My MS doesn't allow to downgrade. MS allow whatever they are using.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, click next. Destination server. So what would be your destination server? Your name, the logical server which you have created on the portal.
Once again, I think here connect to the target. I think I
No,
should
no,
choose
no,
here, right?
no. It will ask you to create a new database, but you should go to the portal and check your the server name. Seems like you have given the server name, or you can check. It's asking you the port server the server which you have created on the portal.
Okay,
Click
first
on
select
next.
the source. I've chosen the source. Okay, I'm going to the next, and it says select target, and it's
Mm.
asking for the server name.
No, no, you are putting the wrong thing. Go on the portal.
Okay, I should log into the portal.
Yes.
Okay, okay, I'm inside the portal.
Yeah. See the resources group or the which
Yeah,
you have. Yeah, yeah. This is the documents.
yeah, this is the SQL database, and the SQL server
Cop,
is document 01.
yeah, copy this server name.
Okay,
Copy the.
copied. Okay,
Go on the DMA.
okay, going. Here I should put like this, change it,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it
Yes.
should be
And then
SQL
click.
Server Authentication. Okay,
Yes.
this is how. Okay,
It is connected. What error is going?
connection was denied because I did not add in the networking, right? Uh,
Yes. Yes. So do one thing.
it's blocked every
You can
aspect.
add. Yeah. You can add your.
Okay, I can add. Okay, this is how I
Okay.
have to do. First,
Yeah. Add your IP address and then save it.
yeah, let me get the IP address. What is my IP address here? On premises, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or either directly Azure will automatically pick it.
No, because I'm connecting from my laptop. I logged into Azure Portal from my laptop.
No, no. If
Mhm.
you will connect from your laptop, then when you will go on the portal and then open the firewall setting and connect it, it will automatically identify your system IP.
Yeah, that's my system IP.
Yeah.
But I am doing everything from my on-premises server. This is my on-premises server, right? So I should add this server IP address there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, great. So it should work now. I updated my IP address as well as the server IP address. Okay. Now I should be able to connect, I believe. So let me retry the connection. It
Yes,
worked,
connect.
and I can see the documents one.
Okay, see here compatibility level 150, that means it's
150.
using SQL 19.
Correct. Going to the next.
Yes, next,
Okay.
next again, next. Yeah, okay, wait. See here, first it's preparing the schema. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
first it's preparing the schema. Schema means the database we have created. Under that database, we have created only one table. That name is T1. We
Correct.
have we have not created any procedures, triggers, users, jobs, anything.
Correct.
So nothing is coming here. So whatever we have, it's showing here. And the above you can see your the source database student, the server name SQL VM, target database document. Your target database is document.database.windows.net.
Right. It's mapping.
Yeah, it's mapping. You can
Correct.
start the, you can generate the script.
Okay. Scripting schema objects.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can keep it this script handy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or if you want to make some changes or want to share someone to anyone, or either if you are fine, so we can deploy the schema.
Okay. Got it. I'm just saving it and just copying it in the notepad. I can go with the reply schema.
Yes.
Okay. This is going to reply to Azure SQL database. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, portal, and then migrate data.
Now I'm going to migrate. Okay. Start the data
Start.
migration.
Yes,
It's
done.
very quick.
Yeah, because only 1,000 records.
Okay. So generally, how much time it will take? What is your experience? Um, You just take an
Depends
example
upon
of certain amount of data and how much duration.
yesterday. I mean, last week I migrated around one database that size is 50 gig,
Hmm.
and it took around 40 minutes.
Okay, it's all depends on the internet as well, right? How much network bandwidth you have.
Internet and data size also.
So this data goes over the internet, am I correct?
Yes, over the internet.
Is it encrypted?
Yes, encrypted. This is totally encrypted data.
Okay, great. Yeah, now I think we are done with the migration.
Data is not encrypted.
Hmm.
The mechanism with which it used to migrate the data is secured channel.
Okay,
Because data encryption mechanism or the methodology depends upon the DBA what they follow to implement to protect the data. Okay,
got
but the
it.
mechanism which they push the data from here to there is a secure channel.
Okay, one question I have, how this schema script is going to help me next time?
This will not help. This script will not help.
Okay.
Why I'm telling you the script, how can it help you? Sometimes when you generate the schema of the database, okay,
Hmm.
sometimes it's giving you the issues on some specific objects.
Okay.
Some specific objects that you want to see and then you want to share with the app developer, or you can share the scripts here. These objects will not migrate, or these objects are creating the problem. Do you want to make any changes on the source server of these objects, or we want to remove these things? Such type of the things to discuss with the app DBA, we can share the scripts.
Okay,
Okay, because every database has their own scripts, own objects, own parameters.
I understood. Okay, clear. So now this is done, right? From the source end, we are done.
Yeah, so now the DMA part has been done. Okay, and then the challenges depends upon issue to issue.
Environment as well.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I validate whether it is successfully migrated or not?
You can connect a log. You can connect your server on the first open the SSMS.
Okay, one question before I go there. Let's say if it has failed, do I have any logs in which is going to available here in the server, or I just see everything in this
Yes,
console
yes,
itself?
yeah, yes, yes. Yeah. Once it will fail, so in the migration report or in the migration status, it will show you the reason. It will
Okay.
show you the because here we see only. Remember, when we start the migration, it open the one window and show that migration started. Okay,
Hmm.
so when in case if it will fail due to any reason,
Okay.
okay, due to any reason, then you can open that link and then you can show the reason.
Okay. Is the error message make sense to us? Like, is it like
Yes, very
giving
clear.
enough
Yeah,
information?
very clear. Yeah, very clear message.
That's great. Yeah.
Very,
Okay.
very much clear message. So the people can understand the problem and then take the action according to that.
Okay. Great. Let's go back to Azure Portal now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm inside the Azure Portal. How do I validate the
No,
data?
not in a, no. Connect the SSMS.
Okay. I need to launch the SSMS from here itself.
No. On your VM, connect the
Yeah.
SSMS.
Okay. Got it. Can I close this migration
Yeah,
assistant?
you can you, you can
Okay.
close the migration assistance. You can close the portal. Now no need of the portal and
Okay.
DMA tool.
So we can connect from any server using SSMS tool as long as we allowed the IP address in the SQL Server in Azure.
Right, because why we want to connect the database from the SSMS? Because our ultimate goal is we are doing each and everything to the users, app users. Okay, and it's because we can't give the access to everyone to see to touch the things on the portal. That's why we keep the application users restricted on the in limited manner.
Okay.
Okay, because if the people has access to do each and everything on the portal itself, so they can do anything with the database, so we can restrict the things.
Okay, got it. Now I'm connecting to my SQL database, which is in Azure through
Yeah,
SSMS.
yeah,
I connected. I'm going to expand databases,
yeah.
and
Open
we
the
have data
query.
documents database. If I go
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
tables, I have db.t1 also available.
yeah,
So I'm going
yeah.
to,
Open the query. Open the query.
yeah,
Control Shift and okay.
yeah, I'm here.
You can use documents. Use command.
Oh, yes,
Use.
use. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, run, execute.
Yes, execute it, and then give the select star from T1.
Okay.
No, no, only T1. Only T1.
Okay, it's a capital T1, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can run it.
I can select and run it.
Yes,
Oh,
you
we
can
have the
see
data.
your complete data has been migrated. In the bottom line of the thing query executed successfully, you can see that your 1,000 row has been migrated
Yes, here in the top right side, I can see 1,000 rows.
because we inserted the 1,000 rows on the.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, also.
then it is a successful migration of database.
Yes.
Excellent. Great. This is awesome. Thank you,
So
Kapil.
thanks a
Any-
lot.
Anything
So
else you want to
tomorrow,
add?
no, no, nothing about the DMA. The topic is over. So in case will depend upon depends upon situation to situation.
Okay, great.
So tomorrow I have one deployment regarding the application, one specific application that has around 5 TB database
Mm-hmm. Okay.
size size of the database. So I will start my activity India time morning 4 o'clock or 4:30, and then it will take around 9:10 a.m. IST.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Okay, just to summarize what we have learned today, we created we have on-premises SQL server, and it has a database called students, and it has a table called T1. So our goal is to migrate the database to Azure SQL PaaS database. So for that, we started using the database migration assistant. So database migration assistant has two components. One is assessment and migration. So we did the assessment to evaluate whether database can be migrated or not. Do we get any compatibility issues? Seems like everything was good.
Right.
Then we initiated a migration. The migration was successful, and we were able to review the data through SSMS, which is good. So the migration went very quick because we have only 1,000 rows, and it's very small size, which is in like KBs. But in general, you will have a database with the 500 gigabytes, sometimes terabytes of database. So the migration of such big databases might take time. It also depends on your server performance, where you have DMA running, and at the same time it depends on your network bandwidth and other factors. So before we start migrating, we should consider all these factors and estimate the exact time for the migration. All right. So Kapil, do you want to add anything else?
Nothing for today because this topic has been over. And then when we will integrate the DMA for any other feature, then we will cover it again.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Kapil. Thanks for your time. Bye for
Thank
now.
you so much.